I let ChatGPT pick the computer parts for my new gaming PC, and there was only one rule. It had to be the best of the best that's available right now. But I did add one twist to the rules, which we'll get to a little bit later in the video, but let's start with the graphics card. When I asked ChatGPT what the best graphics card for a gaming PC build was, it said that I needed to go with an Nvidia 5090 GPU. Now, I didn't get a choice in which 5090 I was gonna get because obviously it's almost impossible to get one. So when I got the shot to get a Gigabyte card, I went with the Gigabyte card. Now, what makes this card the best of the best when it comes to gaming? Right now, let's just take a PS5 for example. If you are gonna be gaming on a PS5, you're probably getting about 4K with 30 frames locked or 1080p with 60 frames locked. And that's if you're lucky. To be honest, it's kind of all over the place. But let's take one of the most amazing fantasy games built to date and see what this graphics card can do with that. And of course, I'm talking about Hogwarts Legacy, where some people are getting upwards of 100, almost 200 frames at any given time when playing with a graphics card like this. Now, obviously, a graphics card is not the only thing that goes into building a gaming PC, so we are moving on to the next most important thing. Now, the next most important thing is going to be your CPU. So I asked ChatGPT, what is the best CPU for PC gaming on AM5 platform? Now, you might be wondering why this CPU is the best in terms of gaming at this time. And it is using AMD Zen 5 architecture with sectioned off 3D V-cache technology. So what that means is you're getting a dedicated workload for gaming, whereas other CPUs may not have such a thing. Now, for example, there is another version of the CPU that's just the 9950. It's not the X3D. And why that's important to note is because while that might be much better for productivity tasks, this actually is good for both. So if you're looking for a well-rounded gaming and productivity CPU, you're gonna have to look no further than this CPU right here. And I should probably mention that it's a 16-core, 32-thread CPU. But what good is the best CPU without something to put it in? And you might have guessed it. We asked ChatGPT what the best motherboard was for gaming in 2025, and it actually gave us a few different options. So we had to go through and choose one of these options because I guess for once, ChatGPT was indecisive. But I landed on the ASRock X870E Taichi motherboard for a few different reasons. So let me break this down. And after doing a ton of research, there was two features that came to mind that became increasingly important for me when selecting this motherboard. And the first one is going to be power phases. This motherboard has 24 power phases. And when we are talking about such a power-hungry build, having the most efficient power distribution is going to help a lot. But also there's another thing that really bugs me about most of these motherboards right now, and they all have this thing called PCIe lane sharing, which basically is going to throttle your speeds if certain requirements are met. I don't want throttling. I don't want sharing. I want uncompromised power, and that's what's going to happen with this motherboard. If you go with an ASRock Taichi motherboard, there will be no PCIe lane sharing, so you get an incredible value, uncompromised performance at an incredible cost. So in my opinion, if you do the same research that we did after ChatGPT had recommended this board, you're going to know that it's pretty much the only option if you're looking between Asus and ASRock. Just funny because I feel like they were the same company at one point. Now, speaking about companies that have been around for a long time, Noctua has been around for a very long time, and they are highly regarded as some of the best CPU coolers in the game without going AIO. A lot of people these days like to go with AIOs, which are all-in-one liquid coolers, and I totally understand why you'd want to do that. Hey, they look sleek, they get the job done better than most, but hear me out on this one. The case that I'm using is the Fractal Design Torrent. It is an award-winning case in terms of air cooling. So again, we asked ChatGPT, what's the best CPU cooler? And given that it has to be an air cooler because that's gonna work the best with my case. And I'm not kidding you when I say that it gave me no other option besides a Noctua CPU cooler. And I understand. These fans are built in such a way that they cancel out each other's noise. So imagine having a quiet PC that runs really cool. I mean, what more could you ask for? So of course we scooped this up. It's the G2, so it's just come out. Okay, I know we have a few more parts that are going on the inside of the PC, but I wanted to take a moment to go over peripherals. A lot of times thought of as an afterthought, peripherals can really enhance your PC gaming experience, which is why we went with the Razer Deathstalker V2. It was simple. We wanted the best full-size keyboard with RGB that goes click, 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 and we landed on this one. And of course, no keyboard is complete without its mouse, which is why we went with the Darmo Shark mouse. If you check it out, it's actually nice and red to match our dark side theme. Here it is. Oh, click, click. I don't know if you can hear that. We had some parameters for this one. RAM is so important when it comes to building a PC, and we wanted it to be RGB, and we also wanted it to be at least 96 gigabytes. Don't ask me why, but we definitely wanted that. And so we landed on G.Skill's Trident Z5 Neo RGB RAM. It's DDR5, the speed is 6000, and formatted for AMD Expo, so it's going to be the perfect addition to make this PC build complete. And for the NVMe SSDs, we went with the Star Wars Fire CUDA. I just forgot to film it, but it's 2 terabytes. And I told you there was going to be one twist with the rules, and this is it, because ChatGPT did not pick out this power supply. And the only reason that is because we got our graphics card off of Newegg in a bundle that actually came with this power supply that just so happened to be one of the best available right now. And I'm really hoping that it really does the job. I think it's going to be more than enough at 1600 watts, titanium PSU. I mean, you really can't go better than that. I want to see what you're building at home or what you plan to build in the future, because I know we all have that dream gaming PC in mind. Please leave a comment letting me know what yours would consist of. This is just the parts, and I'll have a video putting it all together. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.